An 11-year-old girl was recording a Roblox video for her tiny YouTube channel. Her parents found her laptop 4 hours later, still recording. What the microphone caught while she was gone is the only reason she came home alive. Sophia was 11, and she had a YouTube channel that almost nobody watched at all. She had 40 subscribers. Most of them were her cousins, 2 of her teachers, and her grandmother. She made videos about Brookhaven. She narrated her gameplay in a soft voice that her mom called her stage voice. She filmed every Saturday afternoon while her parents ran errands at the grocery store nearby. She was good at it, in the careful, patient way that quiet 11-year-old girls can be good at things. Her videos got 200 views on a great week and 12 views on a bad one. She did not care. She loved the part where she could be a different version of herself for an audience, even when the audience was just 40 people who probably already loved her in real life. That Saturday in November started exactly like every other Saturday she had been filming for months. Her parents had left at noon. Her older brother was at soccer practice 3 towns over until evening. Sophia sat at her desk in her bedroom with a soft pink ring light glowing on her face. She turned on her screen recorder. She turned on her microphone. She started a brand new video. She said the words she said at the start of every single one of her Brookhaven videos. She said, "Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to build a treehouse together." That was the last thing she said before the doorbell rang and changed everything for her family forever. Sophia paused her game. She did not pause her recording. She had never paused her recording before either. She had a habit of leaving the screen capture running between segments so she could edit smoothly later. The microphone was still on. The whole house was being recorded through the laptop on her desk. Sophia walked downstairs to the front door of her house. She looked through the small glass panel. There was a man standing on the porch, wearing a dark blue jacket and holding a thin clipboard. He smiled at her through the glass and held up an identification card she could not read clearly. She opened the door because her parents had told her to be polite to people in uniforms. The man told her his name was Mr. Garcia. He said he worked for Child Family Services. He said there had been a complaint from a neighbor about her household, and he needed to ask questions. He said her parents had given permission for him to come, and that they were waiting at the office. Sophia did not know what Child Family Services was. She had never heard either of those words before. She told the man she would call her mom first to make sure everything was okay with this. The man told her mom was already at the office and could not answer her phone right now. He told her she had to come with him right then or her parents would get into legal trouble. Sophia was 11 years old. She was scared of getting her parents into any kind of trouble at all. She put on her shoes. She did not bring her phone. She did not bring her jacket either. She walked outside with the man, and the front door of her house clicked closed behind her quietly. The recording on her laptop kept going. Nobody had stopped it. Nobody knew it was still running. Sophia's parents came home at 4 in the afternoon with 3 full bags of groceries. They called her name from the kitchen. They got no answer back from anywhere upstairs. They walked up to her bedroom, expecting to find her with her headphones on, filming a new video. Her bedroom door was open. Her ring light was still glowing soft pink on the empty desk chair. Her laptop was open on the desk. The screen recorder was still running quietly in the corner. Brookhaven was on the screen, frozen in build mode where Sophia had paused her game 4 hours ago. Her phone was face down on the bed next to a pillow with a small dent shaped like her head. Her shoes were missing from the front entryway. Her jacket was still hanging on its hook in the closet. The first thing Sophia's mother did was check the bathroom, the basement, and her brother's bedroom. The second thing she did was call Sophia's phone 5 times in a row from the kitchen. The phone rang on Sophia's bed each time. They could hear it through the walls of the empty house. The third thing Sophia's mother did was sit down on the kitchen floor and start to shake. Sophia's father called 911 at 4:17 in the afternoon. He was crying when he said her name. Police arrived at the house in 9 minutes. They began searching the neighborhood block by block. What Sophia's parents did next is the part of this story they would remember for the rest of their lives. Sophia's father walked back upstairs to her bedroom and sat down at her desk in the quiet. He looked at her laptop. He saw the screen recorder still running. He saw the timer at 4 hours. He clicked the playback button. He turned the volume up loud enough to hear every single word. What was on that recording is the part of this story that nobody in that family was ready for. The first thing on the tape was Sophia saying, "Hi everyone, welcome back," in her soft stage voice. The second thing on the tape was the doorbell ringing 40 seconds into her brand new video. The third thing on the tape was her quiet footsteps walking down the staircase to the front door. The fourth thing on the tape was a man's voice saying he was Mr. Garcia from Child Family Services. He said the same lines police would later hear 30 more times when they cross-referenced his recording. Sophia's voice on the tape was small and uncertain. She asked about her mom. She asked twice. The man's voice on the tape stayed calm and steady. He never raised it. He was very practiced. Sophia's father stopped the playback for 1 full minute when he heard the front door click closed. He did not move. He did not breathe. He played the recording again from the beginning, more carefully. Police took the laptop within 20 minutes. They drove the recording to a state forensic audio lab. The audio engineer at the lab cleaned the file and isolated the man's voice from the background noise. She ran it through a national database of voice samples taken from prior criminal investigations across the country. There was a match within 40 minutes. The voice belonged to a 46-year-old man with 3 prior arrests. He had used the exact same scripted introduction in 2 other states over the previous 19 months. Both of those previous victims had been 11-year-old girls. Both had been recovered alive within 2 days. This time, police had a voice match, a verified pattern, and a 4-hour head start to find Sophia. What happened in the next 18 hours was the part of this story that the news would call a miracle. But the miracle was not the police. The miracle was a recording that nobody had remembered to stop. This is the part of the story that, if you are watching this, you should hear twice. Sophia did not save herself by being clever or brave or quick or strong on the porch that day. Sophia opened the door for the man. Sophia walked outside with him. Sophia got into his car willingly. Sophia made every single mistake an 11-year-old can make when a stranger knocks during the day. She was not lucky. She was not exceptional. She was just a normal, scared kid who got tricked. The thing that saved her was not a thing she did at all. It was a thing she forgot to do. She forgot to stop her screen recorder before she walked downstairs to answer that quiet front door. A microphone she did not know was on caught a voice she could not have known would matter. That voice was already in a national database. Police already knew his name. They already knew his face. The recording let them skip every single hour they would have spent searching the wrong neighborhoods first. Sophia was found alive in a motel 3 states away at 1 a.m. the next day. She had been there for 16 hours. She was not hurt. She was not okay either, not for years. She came home because she made a video for 40 subscribers about a treehouse she never got to build. She came home because she was the kind of careful girl who left her recordings running by accident. The people who loved her watched a tape that day. They did not breathe for 9 of those minutes. But they watched, and they kept watching, and somewhere in those 9 minutes was their daughter coming home. Sophia is in 8th grade now. She still makes Roblox videos. She has 900 subscribers these days. She always leaves her screen recorder running when she leaves her desk. She does it on purpose. If you are watching this, here is what Sophia learned, and what every family who heard her story learned. Strangers at your front door who say official words are still strangers, no matter what badge they hold. Real social workers do not show up at your house alone when your parents are not home. Real social workers do not tell you that you have to come with them right that very minute. Real social workers do not ever pretend your mom is at their office waiting to see you there. If somebody at your door says any of those things, you close that door and you call your parents. Even if they have a clipboard, even if they have a uniform, even if they show you any kind of card. The second thing Sophia learned is the harder one to remember when you are scared and alone at home. Leave a trail. Always leave a trail. A recording, a note, a text, a search, a pause button you forgot to press. The smallest, careless thing you forget to turn off can be the only thing left of you when you are gone. That is not a sad sentence. That is a useful one. It is the reason she is still here today. If you are alone right now, look around your room. Find the thing that would speak for you if you could not. A camera, a phone recording, a live stream, even a video that nobody is watching tonight is still listening. Sophia made a Roblox video for 40 subscribers, and she came home because of it. Make the video. Press record. Leave it running. The people who love you are listening for your voice. They will hear it, even if you forget you left it on. If you like this story, drop a like and subscribe for more.